Well, hello. Welcome to Chosen One and his girls. Mama Sparling, Hot Topics. Um, what's you guys up to tonight? As you can see, this is what I'm up to. Playing around with my little girl. Yeah, this is Jazzy. Look how much she has grown. She has turned into the most beautiful kitten. But she is so mean. Guys, she will bite you. She will climb up your leg, all the way up to your head, if you let her. But she knows who she is. She's the little girl. Ain't that right, Jazzy? Ain't that right, little girl? She's a good little girl, sometimes. She's like a lot of my main focus these days. Been staying at home, catching up on things, trying to get my home in order. So what's going on out there? Looks like SB has gotten another channel I saw. I mean, how many more channels is she going to create to try to stay relevant? She's not, you know, what is her main topic? What is she on here to do? Because her original channel was about, and going to be about, addiction. Trying to get sober, make her life better. But all she's done with those channels is try to collect money. That's her main focus. She has no other time for anything. Um, I also saw that Bobbles was talking about quitting YouTube. Bobbles, you can't quit. You just have come back, and you were doing great. Um, we're all going to have to deal with people who are bullies, who put us down, who try to come on here and make us sound like we're the evil one. We know you're not the evil one. We know that you really care about people and are out here trying to do good. You help people a lot, and your channel didn't grow to the large, audiences you have by bullying or being mean. It grew because you exposed people who were doing those things, and you told us what was going on with these people. And the deal with Sharon, she's nothing. She's not going to be nothing, and she's proven that to all of us many times. And we've proven to her that we're not going to tolerate bullying in this community. We don't do that. We've got better things to do than try to hurt somebody's feelings. But to create a channel just so you can do that, and to respond to people that are mean, you know, find out what their weakness is, and then play upon it, that's not a good channel. That's not a channel that I would want to be part of. We, over here, we're trying to just show some nice things and places that we go, and we do keep up with what's happening in the community somewhat. I've had to kind of turn my focus away from YouTube for a little while and try to get my life in order and get things going and set up for my new jobs and just different things. Had a lot of things I had to go through. That's taken a lot more time than I expected. But I think I've got that about done. Now I'm into the decorating of my home and trying to decide what pieces I want to use that I already had and what new ones I'm going to add. I took you guys to a store. I'm going to be posting that video also. I went down to a store in the arts district of this one particular town, and they have a nice store down there with different types of things that they make. You can also take classes there. You can learn to do these things that these artists are doing in this store and making. There was the most beautiful sweater in there. I loved it. It was almost $400. People wonder why somebody would put a $400 price tag on a simple sweater. Well, this was hand knitted, and it took a great deal of effort and time just to create this beautiful sweater. It wasn't done on a machine in a factory or anything like that. It was done in a lady's spare time. And these days you don't have a lot of spare time with the economy like it is, and some of us are having to work 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet. Um, and that's a shame. Kids are being put on the back burner, running the streets, getting into trouble, using drugs, all because their parents aren't there. They're not attending home. And that's sad. Used to we'd be looking at canceling a movie night or canceling going out to eat to be able to accommodate our kids in some school function or something like that. These days, we're having to leave work for stuff like that. That's awful. Our kids are left to fend for themselves. And I believe that's a lot of the reason they're getting out here, getting into the wrong crowd of people, hanging out with people a lot older, people that are used to a H life, for instance, every day of their life. And that's what they're seeing. They're not seeing good. They're seeing a lot of bad. And bad seems to draw more attention than good every time. You know, you got to think about those things, especially if you've got kids that are school age or what have you. Um, it's just a new era, a new way of having to look at your lifestyle. And it's just awful that we're having to do that. How many of you guys have kids that are in school and you're having to cancel, work just to be able to go to a football game? Or cancel work to come in to talk about test scores, for instance. These kids are being left alone a lot of the time in the evenings, for instance. Kids are being just done wrong by society. And they're getting out here and they're leaving their own neighborhoods and going into neighborhoods that are bad just to have something to do. And they end up at the wrong place a lot of times, and they end up in trouble a lot of times just by being in the wrong place. Guys, I want y'all to comment down below and let me know, if your kids have gotten into trouble due to something like this. We want to expose it and let people know, what's going on out here in the world and what's happening to our kids, to our youth. We're reading so many stories and seeing so much on the news about kids who have shot people, killed people. And here they are, being left alone at home in the evenings and afternoons after school, and they're finding guns that belong to their parents that are hidden because they got so much time on their hands they can do that. They don't have a parent in the home. They know they're allowed to leave their kids after a certain age alone, but what's happening to them while they're alone? What's going on with them? What kind of people are they hanging out with? How many of you are asking these questions to your kids? How many of you are teaching them to be safe out there? And how to, find somebody if you need them, at that moment, quickly. How to call the area police. They need to know all these things. Because at any given moment, something bad happened to them. And nobody there with them. Well, guys, I've got to go to the grocery store, pick up a couple of things, and get myself some dinner. I ate kind of late. That's just me. My time clock inside, my internal clock is not changed to a daytime being up. I'm still half night, half day from where I was doing this in the truck. And, I'm trying to get that changed so that I'm awake in the day more, maybe in the mornings earlier. But we'll get there. I'll come on here and show you that little shop. Because if you guys ever visit the area, you could go and check this shop out. And I'll get that video posted up for you after a while. I'm also going to be doing, I'm going to try to do some fun things with journaling again. I've got to get all that stuff out and go through it and see what I need. And we're going to do a project there. Just look for me. I'll be on here. I'll try to do a video again tomorrow after I get these other ones uploaded. But you guys have a wonderful night. And let me know what your opinion is of SV's channel. And on her just, continuing to come back over and over. And never learning anything. Something's got to give with that. She either needs to change her ways and do right on YouTube or get the hell off. So, have a great day, and please leave your comments below. Thank you.